A team is essential. VAST takes a team of techs, directors, language people, and translation consultants. Simpson, the director of Rhema for the Nations, was instrumental in setting up the team for the VAST training project. John Boyd and Ken and Brenda Jackson were VAST trainers whose first objective was to train the technical people and the KLAR translators. Dr. Todd Moore of the Seed Company and Robert Reese of Pioneer Bible Translators coordinated one of the audio translation teams. Tech training. The technicians needed to learn audio for video recording and how to lip sync the new language to the actor's mouth movement.
ఆనాటి వాతోటి నంగులు ఇప్పుడు వలలో పోడారం ఒలే యాకోబు యోహాను ఇనవాంగో.
This meant that the script fitting was taking place as the scenes were being translated.
ఒలే యాకోబు యోహాను గబాన వాంగో నింగు పడవలెత్తుకునందు నంగులకు సాయత చేయంగో.
The directors learned how to coordinate the texts and language speakers in their role. Translator training. The KLARs were trained by John in basic translation principles. Because none of them spoke English, a man named Philip translated into the provincial language as John taught. Then we had the techs practice recording the translation that the KLARs were coming up with. Translation. After 4 days of training, the teams were ready to begin audio translation. The large group split into 2 teams, with each team taking half of the film. They began immediately to translate from Telugu into KLAR. It was a big advantage to have a local tech recording due to the communication factor with the KLARs. After a few days, we added a 3rd team, and they began to work on the introduction and closing loops. Much to the team's amazement, with 3 teams working, the rough draft translation was completed by the 12th working day of the project. Cross-check. The teams cross-checked each other's work by exchanging rooms to listen to each other's audio. They would look for ways to improve wording and accuracy and then send those changes back to the original translation team for revision. Community check. Community checking was done by a larger group of people from the target language. They watched the entire production and listened for ways to improve the audio script. These comments were also sent back to the source team. Back translation. Back translation was accomplished using KLARs new to the material they were back translating. They would translate the portion they were viewing into Telugu, and another person would further translate it into English.
అప్పుడు ఆయన మొదట మట్టితో చేశాడు.
In the beginning, God made man with mud.
In some cases it would be recorded, but in others it would be keyboarded. Then John or Brenda would ask questions about meaning to discern whether the KLAR was accurate, and at times write notes to review later. Revisions. In this project, revisions were made at a number of stages in the process. This is reflected in John's 12-step process, where records are kept of all loops and what stages they are in. Final community review. In the final community review, all of the text directors and language people joined to watch the entire film.
దేవుడు అడ్డి రకం చెల్లా అనిగే అడ్డి రకాల జీవంగల చేయించు అప్పుడు అది మున్ని మనసున మన్నోటి చేయించు. అతడు ముక్కుకోరి నుంచి ప్రాంత వాచు మున్ని మనసున ఆదాం ఇంజాకు.
Afterwards, we had a celebration to praise the Lord for all that had been accomplished in the 3 weeks now past. This truly had been a team effort, and each person had played an important role in the process. The audio translation was now completed, ready for the Jesus Film drama team soon to come in mid-November.